days a week. Some people call it every day, Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock p.m. until 2 o'clock p.m. right here on the UBM Radio TV Network. Now listen, we need more and more of you. As you see DNA info shutting down and all of that, and people say, what do we do now? And I'm saying, I'm glad you asked. So the question is, and the answer is, here's what we do. You don't worry about what happened with them. Worry about the fact, do black people have their own black-owned and independent media news outlet where we can share the good news of our community every day? When people look up on social media saying, oh Lord, what are solutions? Solutions are right here. So at a certain point in time, brothers and sisters, you can't use that same excuse of saying, what are the solutions? When the solutions are right here, over and over again, day after day. So you got to go through some extra effort to say, not what are the solutions, but I see the solutions and I don't want to do nothing with them. I want to run from them. And I'm telling you now, as God is my witness, Lord Jesus is my witness as Christian man, I'm just here to tell you, we're here to change the narrative in our community. We're here to provide operational unity despite of a lot of differences. And I'm so glad right now, during this whole governor's race and whatever races, people get on social media, and I tell people all the time, a lie is just as good as the truth if somebody believes it. I'm going to say it again, but I went too fast. A lie is just as good as the truth if somebody believes it. And people have texted me, inboxed me, saying, I've been running with Priska, I've been helping Kennedy, I've been helping Rhonda, and you won't give T.O. Don't tell me what I won't give T.O. T.O. Hardeman, y'all don't even know this. And that's what I say. Some of y'all on social media are deadly because you take your information, which ain't even fact. You don't have the authority. Well, I guess you can, because social media says you can get on social media and say you got the power and be a leader whenever you want. I don't care if you ain't got no office, you ain't got nothing. You can get on social media and be whoever you want to be. And you can check whoever you want to check. But that's why I'm glad I'm here. Because there's certain things you can't do in the spirit of Operation Unity, no matter what goes down in our community, right? And I've lived long enough, through my over 40 years in this movement, I've lived long enough to see the Nation of Islam and the Christian community through Operation Push. I saw the leaders that worked with Brother Malcolm and Dr. King. I've watched Mr. Farrakhan and Reverend Jackson. I've watched so much operational unity go on, even despite of your differences. But for those of you, and we're going to claim it right now before this show is over, and I'm going to let T.O. claim it, because some of you who call down here and then you hit me offline, you running with Priska, you running with Kennedy, you running with Rhonda, you won't give T.O. a chance. Well, don't tell me what I won't give T.O. We've lived long enough, no matter what we disagree on, we still got a love for our people that still is bigger than whatever political race you're running at a certain time. We've been through the streets and the suites and the alleys and survived some stuff that I don't remember you being there with us. But you got the nerve to come check me, but it's all good. In political season, that's how it goes. But the fact of the matter is, and I remember when people cussed me out during the last election, Mark Allen, you a double dipper. What did somebody call me? A double dipper, triple dipper. And let me explain what that means. I said during the last election, I recruited people who passed petitions, who worked the streets for Bruce Rhonda. Yes, I passed petitions. I had people work the streets for Governor Quinn. I sure did. But on my personal day, I still supported T.O. Hardeman. Well, how can you do it? Because that's what I did. Because I'm telling you, during these economic days, you're right. When you ain't got nothing coming, how dare you ain't got, and I'm being honest with you, during my days in these political movements, yes, I'll admit to you, in my over 40 years in the movement, yes, I've given people turkeys, I've given them whiskey, I've given them wine, I've given them beer, I've given them bus passes, I've given them whatever they needed. If they come to me and say, I'm here to help you, but here's what I need to help me get by. And so forget me. I'm older now, and I'm admitting it. But I'm glad about all of you who are anywhere running any campaign who ain't got to help nobody with no bus pass. You ain't got to help nobody with no transportation. You ain't got to help nobody with no gas money. You ain't got to. I'm glad for you. But all I'm saying is, at some point in time, we set aside a lot of our personal and professional differences and love our people more. And all I'm saying to you is, whatever. And so during the last election, you're right. I recruited people that work the streets. If I got them off the street for a few days, not selling bootleg CDs and loose squares and all that for a few days, I got them off the street. Go make some money passing petitions. Do I got to vote for them? No, you ain't got to vote for them. Pass the petition and vote who you want to. I did it. Yes, I did. And yes, I did during the last election. And they criticized me, but I did it. And if you got a way of replacing how to take care of some folk, then you do it too. But I remember this from the days of Harold Washington. When we were running Harold Washington campaign, Harold Washington said, listen, I don't have the money. If you believe in Harold, vote for Harold on election day. But I don't have no money for no hams, no turkeys, no bus passes. Go take whatever the other party got to offer, but on election day, make sure you still vote for me. And people did it. And so, yes, even I got caught up in. Yes, I sent people to pass petitions and work the street for Bruce Rauner. I sent them, and they worked the streets for Pat Quinn, right? But I still voted for T.O. And I can do whatever I want to do. And then you do whatever you want to do and stand on your own. But never again call me. And I'm so glad. And when I see him, we're going to confirm this before the day is over. I will have T.O. Hardeman right here on my show to talk about his campaign for governor. Whatever it is or ain't, none of you have the authority to be texting me and calling me saying, I won't have T.O. on. I don't care who I help, who I support. But never can you tell me that T.O. can't come here and state his case to the people, whatever it is. And so we'll do that once again. And so I'm glad early on I see T.O. Hardeman check in, saw the show. So T.O., when it's over, matter of fact, even before the week is out, let's promote T.O. Hardeman Day, that you can come on and state your case to the people, right? And right here on this show, because the airwaves are open to you too, no matter what we're talking about. And I keep telling that to everybody else. Some of you guys like to run issues on social media, and y'all can run and hide. Whatever I do in my over 40 years, I'll stand on it, whatever it is. But some of the other people, all you got to do is shoot from the hip, right? And I'm just not here to do that. And so the black community, as I say all along, we've never been monolithic. We never have been monolithic. We never will be monolithic. But at the same time, I don't care if you're a Christian, Muslim, atheist, whatever you are, I bet you still, despite your differences, I bet you still stop at a stoplight, don't you? I bet you still follow the rules of the road, because despite the differences, here's what we have to unite around. And all I'm saying is this. There are a lot of issues going on in our community on a local, state, national level, right? And I'm going to talk more about some of this too that I see. Because sometimes I hate when political season comes along. Because even after my over 40 years in this movement, there's a certain time when I shut down. Because there's a certain time when I see my longtime mutual friends, but when political season comes along, people will lose their family relationships. They'll lose their personal relationships. They will lose it when it comes to what side of a political issue you're on. And one day I woke up, once again, it's political season. And I've just learned. And one day before it's over, people will say, Mark ain't on that neither. But you got to learn how to grow through that. Because so many of our people, and I still think it's wrong, you got to get out of, and hear me, on social media, our TV network, wherever you're listening, and I see you, listen. I'm telling you now, you can't live celebrating how separate you are. Because as separate as you are, and through the handful of the people that you're saving, at the end of the day, you ain't helping the masses. And some of us have been happy, don't care what happens to the masses, because we got at each other. That's all we got. And some of us act like we ain't. I didn't come to preach, but I can. Because some of you act. Some of us live on the same blocks, live in the same community. But if you're on the wrong side of my political issue, it's either my way or no way. And so if I can help my one somebody, to hell with the 99, what I'm saying, why don't we help the 99 and lose the one? And sometimes you can't. Because during political season, Lord have mercy, I looked up one day after a weekend and I just prayed through so many of my mutual friends who are at each other's throats already, and the campaign ain't even started good. And it's only going to get worse. So I'm saying, y'all do what y'all do, right? I can't do it no more. And I've done it. I'm not going to sacrifice nobody. Because at the end of the day, all of you, whoever you are, and then what your credentials are, don't mean nothing at the end of the day when we keep losing on certain common ground issues, right? And you can keep celebrating how separate you are, acting like we don't need nobody. But see, the problem is, you can be separate, but if you live on the same block, you can be separate, but at the end of the day, if you don't have no operational unity, all your butts lose. And so some of us at a certain point have to learn how to love our people more than our personal differences. And that's where my agenda is. And so it pains me to see my own mutual friends. And I can't say nothing because I can't solve nothing. Y'all be going at it, you ain't this, your credibility ain't that. Ain't nobody credibility, nothing. And so many of us get in our own corners and say, it's either my way or no way. If the problem of our community, if it ain't my agenda, your agenda ain't nothing. And so when we all take that position, and you can, and we do every day, and then you know what ends up happening? Let me tell you what happens. What happens at the end of the day is, when everybody gets through grandstanding, when everybody gets through with their own little social media hype in their own little corner, I help my 5 people, I help my 10 people, I help my 20 people, but friends and my mutual friends, this ain't never been about this or that. It's about this and that. You know, go back to the meeting of Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Dr. King. Go back to the meeting of Malcolm X and Dr. King. How can they, despite their differences, say, you know what, brother, at the end of the day, here's what we're going to do. Because with our 2 different strategic messages, we all still live in the same community, right? So here's what we're going to do. I'm not going to fight you when you're talking about integrating a lunch counter. But brother, don't fight me when I say let's go own a lunch counter. All right, brother, I'm not going to fight you when you say let's integrate the bus system. But then, brother, don't you fight me when I say let's own our own bus system. And at the end of the day, you'll still see, in spirit of operational unity, you can still look up and see that despite the differences of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm X, Dr. King, and all of us now, despite all of their religious differences, they still agreed at the end of the day. Don't we still agree that in our majority black communities, that the majority of our people should start using and spending their dollars that they spend every day more on our own financial institutions that can then be used to help create, sustain, and increase our own black jobs in our own black community? Well, then come on. Talk to me, somebody. I didn't come to preach, but I can. Because I'm asking you. Y'all can fight all damn day. So-and-so ain't this, so-and-so ain't that. But at the end of the day, we still share a same community. And at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, your one somebodyness ain't gonna save everybody, right? We got an old party. We got a new party. We got an in-between party. And I'm telling you, at the end of the day, your one somebodyness ain't gonna save everybody either. We still need each other at some point in our own majority black communities. And so we, here at UBM, we're building our own black independent media network, right? So despite all of our religious differences, you still got a place to come to air your voice, as I've done with so many others, and go keep on doing it. You still got it in operational unity, right? I ain't gonna tear you down. You ain't gotta tear me down, but it still is. See, during political season, and I saw somebody attacking Jeanette Wilson the other day. She was on Chicago Tonight. I didn't see it, but I'm just reading through some of my mutual friends' pages. And I'm saying, Lord have mercy, to myself. Here it is, Chicago Tonight got a program, and I've been on Chicago Tonight before. And even when I was on, somebody said, why Mark Allen there? Well, it ain't nothing changed. Here is the Reverend Attorney Jeanette Wilson, who some people question her credentials. Who is she? She's a black minister. She's a black, what the hell? I'm saying, let me back up. If you're analyzing, because I take the attacks on her as an attack on me too. It just ain't my day. But they, for whatever reason, they called Attorney Jeanette Wilson, Reverend Jeanette Wilson, longtime assistant to the Reverend Jesse Lewis Jackson, somebody who I learned and trained under when I came up in the youth division of Breadbasket and Push. But here's my point. Because here's what I don't get. Because one thing I won't do, I don't need to throw nobody else under the bus to prove my validity. I don't need to throw nobody else's credentials under the bus. I respect, throughout all of my differences with anybody, anywhere, I ain't never throwing nobody under the bus to legitimize my point of view. Right? Ain't gonna do it. But I saw some people who questioned the legitimacy of the Reverend Dr. Attorney Jeanette Wilson about analyzing her capacity to analyze as a guest on Chicago Tonight. Well, you know what? Listen. Some of the people that I've seen criticizing, I didn't see. We've done a lot of work in the local community. We traveled this state, registering voters. We went all across the country and doing everything. Oh, I see. I'm gonna finish this point in a minute. Move on. This is veteran activist Mark Allen, chairman of National Black Wall Street Chicago, and we're here right now on the Mark Allen Show. You hear my voice Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock p.m. to 2 o'clock p.m., and we'll be right back on the UBM Radio TV Network. Just hold on. Let me get this news wire. Oh, Ms. Granberry, I see you. Sadiq, I see you. J-Man, I see you. Some other people, I see you. Let me get these other notes. I don't hear the other, anyway, I'll be right back. Let me get these other news wires. got coming. Lord, it's hot out here. Woo. Get that barbecue in. See if that barbecue. I forgot that piece was so much. I forgot so much. I'm coming in. But these new apps still get me. A lot of these names I keep saying, I see now, y'all to have them little live shows. I see you asleep. But she, oh, structure, focus, and position. Miss Eileen. It's so hot in here. I don't know how to describe. I should take out another sweater. I don't know how to describe. The temperature in here is on hell. It's hot in here. Oh, wait a minute, John Rogers. I got that coming up. Oh, it's got to be on one of these. Wait a minute. What I do with John? Wait a minute. Oh, it's on here. It's on one of these. It's on one of these. It's on one of these. I'm going to find it. It's on it in my stuff. Lord have mercy. This is so good. Brothers and sisters. Is what it is. So, welcome, ladies. Welcome back. This is veteran activist Mark Allen, chairman of National Black Wall Street Chicago, and you're here on the Mark Allen Show. Hear my voice, and hear my voice right now, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and I was on call every day. But listen, here's what I need you all to do, friends, and we're growing by the day, right? We need another 100 of you, and I keep saying this, and I mean it. Trust me. Listen, I need more and more of you to go to our YouTube page, right, on YouTube, and then log in to the UBM channel on YouTube. Why? I'm glad you asked. We need you to help us build our own independent news base so that you can see not just my show and hear my voice, but you can hear all of the shows that are going on here at UBM, right? For those of you who keep asking, what are the solutions? Oh God, what are the solutions? Well, the solutions that you're looking for, a lot of them are right here on the programming here on UBM. And I keep saying the same thing. You know, when I look up last week and I see almost 2,000 of you that were watching the show last week, listen, I'm asking now, and I'm opening up the phone lines this week because see, at some point, you know, talk back to me. Because maybe I ain't making no damn sense. What I'm saying to all of you who listen on urbanbroadcastmedia.com, who listen, those of you who see and hear us on our YouTube channel at UBM, I'm asking all of you, talk back to me. Tell me if I ain't making no damn sense. I'm saying to all of you who keep saying, God intervene, Jesus take the wheel, I'm telling you, right? On Facebook Live, on YouTube, wherever you see and hear my voice, I'm asking all of you, when is it your responsibility? I'm asking you to change the narrative. When are you going to stop saying, what did Jesse and Farrakhan and Sharpton and others do? When are you going to become the leaders that you and we've been looking for? I'm asking you, when will tissue become your issue and not just mine? Right? And what am I saying by that? Right here in Chicago, and I say it over and over again, and people say, why do you say the same over and over? Because evidently, I got to keep saying over and over because somebody ain't getting it. Right? Some of y'all been watching me for damn near 3 months, and only one person I know bought some of that toilet paper from me. So which means it's something I must be missing. There's something that I'm not getting. There's something I'm not understanding. when I'm talking to the thousands of people who are listening and watching, and I keep asking over and over again, right? I'm asking, what do you do, right? When it comes to buying black-owned toilet paper that puts black people to work. What do you do when it comes to buying some black-owned toothbrushes and some black-owned washing powder and some black-owned dishwashing liquid? What do you do? Do you know the power that you got in your hands, who are listening to my voice and who are seeing and hearing my voice? I'm asking you, what the hell are you doing? When does it come to you? And that's all I'm saying, beloved, when? Right? So for those who tell me, well, Mark, Brother Allen, I ain't got money every day. Well, I'll tell you something. If you don't spend no new money, I bet you spend your regular money on toothbrushes, on dishwashing liquid, on washing powder, on toilet paper. I'm asking you, because other than that, as my late godmother, Reverend Willie Tucker Barrow, told me, a lot of times people don't want to hear about the fact that you, who are complaining about, let's stop the violence. Oh, we got to stop the violence. Oh, Lord, intervene. Oh, God, take the wheel. We got to stop the violence. Well, you can't stop the physical violence in our community until you stop what Reverend Barrow called the economic violence. And it's economically violent. If we never got another grant or loan from nobody, it's economically violent for you watching, and you watching. It's economically violent for you not to be spending your dollars on black-owned and operated toothbrushes, black-owned toilet paper, black-owned dishwashing liquid, and at the core of it, tissue. Toilet paper, tissue is the issue. And if you can't do that, then you, not nobody else, you are directly and indirectly, because of the money that you won't spend to help your own people. Why don't you? And we'll open up the phone lines next week. Call in and tell me, why won't you buy some black-owned toilet paper that can take another sister off the street selling something from illegal to legal? Why don't you buy some black-owned toilet paper and some washing powder and some dishwashing liquid, so then you can say the dollars that they made, they ain't got to sell loose squares and bootleg CDs and got to borrow and ask you for money for your spare change. What are you doing? So the question becomes, and if you don't do it, then you, and I'm going to tell you, I didn't come to preach, but I can, but you are just as guilty when you look up and see our children and our brothers and sisters dying on the streets. Don't you come on Facebook. God intervene. Jesus take the wheel. God already gave us some capacity. But how did he do it, Mark? I'm going to tell you again. I'm glad you asked. Listen, right here in the city of Chicago, and the whole world is watching, all over the country. But as an example, because what we do in Chicago can happen in Detroit, Cleveland, in majority black communities all over the place. Tissue is the issue, right? On that end. If you just buy your toilet paper for us, we can put hundreds and hundreds of our people to work right now with the money you spend. Not just you personally. Then go ask your business. Go ask your church. Go ask your club owner. Go ask whoever. Because other than that, you don't have the authority to get up on social media every time you see somebody get shot and you see the physical violence in our community, and then you didn't do a damn thing on what you could do. What you could do to make a difference. And that's why we gonna call the roll, right? And we need that, right? Going on right here in our communities. And right here on the UBM radio TV network, other media outlets are shutting down. We're building. While others are shutting down, we're building our black independent media news outlet to keep telling the good news about what's going on in our community. And we're going to keep building and growing. A lot going on, but at the end of the day, when you get through huffing and puffing, at the end of the day, right, it all comes back to, are we out analyzing, or are we out organizing? And you can keep, and y'all can take this in, because I'm going to start calling the roll. Flash, Vernon, everybody, at some point, everybody listening, by the thousands, at some point, take it, let it alone. Because at some point, you can't keep, and I say this over and over again, every time you get on social media, over 90% of the responses and the posts that you see on social media are all reactive. You're sitting around waiting on somebody else to do something while you ain't gonna do nothing, but then you want to complain about those that did do something. Come on, why don't you take the lead? Forget them. We become, come on, the leaders we've been looking for. I'm just trying to tell you. Let me tell you something. I've been reading all this going on. It all comes back to us. And then people tag me on all this other stuff going on. Why y'all tagging me on stuff don't make no sense? And then you tag me on stuff, and I figure the devil just got you. I'm trying to go this way, and y'all keep tagging me by the hundreds and by the thousands on stuff. I'm not trying to go that way. And why do you keep trying to divert me on this issue when I'm saying, what about the $500 million that we're trying to go access in the black community? Why don't you call me about that? Why don't you call me about this issue? Right? So I figure the devil might have got a hold of you. Don't let Mark talk about what he want to talk about. Keep diverting him on something else. Well, I ain't. And I've lived long enough to know that I ain't. But listen, let me tell you some things that I saw on the Newswire today. Oh, my goodness. FEMA denies aid for Illinois flood victims. Look, this coming off the Newswire. I'm telling you right now. As I see it, what it says, I'm glad you asked. Listen. The Federal Emergency Management Agency has decided against helping victims of last summer's record flooding in the Chicago area. In a letter to Illinois Governor Bruce Rauner, FEMA Administrator Brock Long says the agency determined that the damage from the flooding in Cook, Lake, McHenry, and Kane counties was not beyond the state's capability to address, officials announced on Monday. Rauner asked President Donald Trump for major disaster relief on August 31st after all the desperate rains that went on in this state. So, instead of federal grants, Governor Rauner now says, apply for low-interest loans from the SBA for the victims in Cook County and other counties in the state of Illinois. Well, okay, and you might not like it. Well, but if you don't go to the meetings, and if you don't have nobody else that went to the meetings, what the hell are you complaining about? You get what you get. Let me go to the next news item. Check this out. What's next, Mark? I'm glad you asked. Listen. Chicago Alderman Cochran says he won't run for re-election. Hold on. A Chicago alderman who has pled not guilty to federal corruption charges and who collapsed recently during a Chicago City Council meeting says he will now not seek re-election. Alderman Willie Cochran said on Monday that his decision not to seek re-election is unrelated to his federal indictment on federal bribery charges or his recent illness. The 65-year-old Cochran said that he made it clear some time ago that he wouldn't run again because he believes in term limits. He said he wasn't going to run after 2 terms, but he sought a 3rd term, saying he needs to recognize the needs of his ward. Okay, here we go again. All right, Alderman Cochran, my Kappa friend brother, he ain't running. Now, here gonna come 5 other people. I want to run. I want to be in. Help me, Grogan. I want to be in. Put me in, champ. Listen, whatever happens, you got to be able to run a real organization, right? And once again, people who are not prepared, right? Right? It takes a certain amount of, I ran for alderman twice. And I tell you from my own experience, I couldn't sustain my run because a lot of people that believed in me gave me huffing and puffing, and at the end of the day, didn't have no money and wouldn't put up no money. Right? I tell it. Why didn't come to preach, but I can. So whatever. So you're going to go, and now Ryan Fest, if I had to ask, he was number 2 in running against Cochran. He might be a shoe-in. But then again, once again, here I go with my mutual friend. I got 8 other mutual friends that could be running for Alderman too. So, but everybody's welcome on my show, right? Then I saw my other frat brother, Kwame Raoul. He's slated for Attorney General. And as soon as I say I slate him, everybody want to tag me what? Kwame ain't this, he ain't that. I'll tell you what. I'm going to say this again. Stop out analyzing. Let's out organize. Somebody said, Mark, well, you support Kwame. He just ain't your frat brother, but he supports 3 or 4 issues that we don't like. Well, if you don't like it, if I had him on the show then, what is the alternative issue that you would like me to put forward? See, it's one thing to say, and I didn't read all of it, but if he's passed some new ordinance that makes it badder on people, badder on ex-offenders, well, then tell me what it is. Because see, other than saying he's a badass and ain't no good for the community, what does that mean? If we are the sophisticated political leaders that we say we are, we've got to be sophisticated enough to do what? Ask me. I'm going to tell you why. Listen. We've got to be sophisticated enough to say, Kwame just ain't this. But if he came on your show today, whatever we don't like, here are the 3 things that we would like to put on the table to see him respond. So let's do that too. Other than that, then you help in the public. This veteran activist Mark Allen, we're here on the Mark Allen Show. Hear my voice right now on the UBM Radio TV Network. Hold on. Okay. I'm coming. Lord have mercy. I saw something on Facebook, not really kind of funny, with all this sexual harassment stuff going on. Listen, on one of my, I think my sister showed me this, and I shared this too, and I'm sharing with you guys. On, with all this sexual harassment stuff going on, when somebody put on my page, Kermit the Frog. I sound like Joel Osteen now. Can I tell you something funny? No, listen. Kermit the Frog says, listen, I couldn't achieve my career in Hollywood because I had to let Jim Henson put his hand all up my butt to be on nationwide TV. Oh, I can't wait to hear what Miss P got to say. Oh, Lord have mercy. Anyway, can I tell you something funny? I'm going to tell you something funny. That was funny to me. So listen. This veteran activist Mark Allen, chairman of National Black Wall Street Chicago, and we're here right now, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock p.m. to 2 o'clock p.m., right here on the UBM Radio Network. Vern, I see you, and others. Renal, I see you, and it reminds me to pause once again. I was going through my social media page, and I saw 3 or 4 more people on my page asking for prayer, and some that inboxed me because they're going through radiation, and they're going through chemo right now. And some of them asked for prayer because the radiation and the chemo treatments were not going as they thought they would. And I'm just telling them to hold on. You know, a lot of us as cancer survivors, we've been there. So young brother Darius Randall, Reverend Darius Randall came down here with me and he's walking around the studio. You know, I met him going through his cancer, and he's a cancer survivor. He's been through radiation. He's been through chemo. I was on my deathbed getting ready to be prepared for radiation and chemo, and grace be to God, I got favor. And they were preparing me one day to put the point in my chest, and I'm crying and going through all this because I didn't know what to expect. But man, I was still just saying I'm alive. And so, but even then, I was there. And I said, as long as I'm alive, I'm prepared. And I was getting ready to go through something that I finally ended up not going through. They had prepared me for radiation and 6 months of chemo. And only grace be to God that 6 months later, I didn't need either. But when I see young people like Reverend Randall, Reverend Darius Randall, a young brother been with me and working with me and supports me, I watched him survive the challenges of going through radiation. and going through chemo as a young man. And now today, he's a walking, living survivor. Brother Vern, I see you, and I'm just saying, so I want those of you who hear my show and may not have been able to tune in, I got your inbox messages, I got your phone messages, I feel you, and I'm praying for you right now. And I'm telling you right now, all other cancer survivors who, for the grace of God, got favor and survived and did not go through what you're going through right now. We're praying for you and your strength, because through it all, only God can see us through this favor, right? And so for those of you that say it is not going well right now, just hold on to God. Whatever happens, hold on to God. And hold on to those of us who are praying with you, right? And praying for you to sustain you. And we just pray that God will find you the same favor that he's found in some of us who can sit around and say we're cancer survivors. And that's why I'm animated. That's why I don't want to, that's why I'm not agitated, not stressed, but I'm saying, when you look and see what others are going through, when you see how some who may or may not make it, and you walk around here saying that somehow you made it, you can't spin around wasting your time BSing with folk. You got to go and serve God and try to lift up some other folk. And so we're going to keep on fighting and keep on lifting up, right? And so now let me tell you one more thing I just saw. So most of them coming off the news wire. That June after that, she brought me the whole crew. Listen, President Preckwinkle has outlined a new plan that's going to make up for all of the hundreds of millions of dollars that she didn't make through this county tax. You know what? Let me tell you something. Before I go through all of that, let me break this down to you. If you all are out there that are consumer advocates and all of that, tell me what your issues are. Tell me what your answer is. And I'm not saying her answer was the answer. Because I remember 6 years ago when Todd Stroger said, I'm going to raise the tax a half a penny just to sustain some of the stuff that maybe we wouldn't be going through now. But all I'm saying is, we expect so much from government and county government. So if whatever the president ain't doing, what do you think the suggestion should be? Because remember, it's the citizens, the Constitution says, it's the citizens' responsibility to petition their government. So I'm asking you, and come next week, I'll open up the phone line. Tell me what you think. The answer is, and as citizens, we can introduce our own ordinance to say here's where cuts should go or where they shouldn't go, but you just can't keep sitting back saying, tan with her, tan with them. The county got to run. The jail cells got to run. How else do we get the money? And so, if taxing the pot wasn't it, then you tell me what it is. And I'll even work with you to show you whatever your issue is, let's put it to the test. Because we as citizens, friends, we can go and introduce our own ordinance. And they have to look at it. And I'll lift you up right here. So don't just say what Preckwinkle shouldn't be doing. What do you think it should be doing? I've heard from Commissioner Boykin. I've heard from a new Commissioner Deere. I've heard from, no, what do you think? Because they're in office and they're those that's running. What do you think? If you got in, what would you be doing to raise the $200 million to cover the budget? And so, despite our differences, doors are open, program is open. You call right here. And we can do it right here on this station. And then you can state your case on what does it mean, right? And so we're asking that right now. But one more time, I just want to pray because I don't want people to think, because I know how much it meant for me to get the prayers from people when I went through my cancer. And so again, we're sending our prayers right now, everybody. We're sending prayers out right now for those that are fighting cancer right now. some who contacted me on my inbox and on my email and all that. The chemo ain't happening the way they wanted to right now. The radiation ain't happening the way they wanted to right now. Let us lift them up and pray for them, right? And let us lift up others who are looking at them as an example. And those of us who, by the grace of God, we are survivors. And because we survived, for whatever reason, we got to go and look back and lift up those and pray for those who got it a bit worse than we had it. And so, whether it's Reverend Darius Randall, myself, others, Vernon, let's lift up those of us who are in this cancer fight together. And we got to keep this cancer fight together. And so for me, I'll say it over and over again, I'm coming up on Thanksgiving, and I'm looking forward to my first year as a colon cancer survivor. And so I know what it means, because I couldn't have made it through those times without God. Could not have made it through without those of you who prayed for me and looked out for me. There are others out there, and there's so many others. And there's one more thing, too, I thought about. And I'll say this, too. There's just so many things that, after I get back from cancer, I can't keep up with. And I'm going to talk more about this tomorrow. But this whole case about the young sister that died at the hotel and all that, you know, let me say this. I've watched all of the demonstrations that have been going on about Sister Jenkins. I've watched all the things that are going on, but let me tell you what I think. And there's a reason why I couldn't join a whole lot of the protests. That's beyond me now. There's a reason why I can only do what I could do, and that is pray for the mother who just went through a double breast cancer surgery. I can control that. But at the end of the day, I may not have came to join the protest because there was too much going on that I didn't get in the middle of. But let me tell you something. But right now, so those of you who keep sending me all these inbox messages and email, there's nothing else I can do or say about the case at the hotel other than to say this. At the end of the day, and I've been through a lot of this, in a lot of these instances in my life, but at the end of the day, if I never come to a protest, if I never come and have another press conference, no, but here's what I do believe. I think we need to shift the focus to a lot of hundreds of other mothers out there who still think that their son or daughter died and nobody gave a damn because their son or daughter didn't die on TV. I'd like to see somebody, because I still believe, from what I know, I still believe in the power, because what I've known all these years, when I see people like Attorney Larry Rogers Jr., and when I see Attorney Sam Adams, see, I've worked a lot of these cases down through the years to know. I believe in, because I know they ain't going to leave nothing out. And I know if there was something going wrong, they would be having press conferences as they begin to work out the negotiation, whatever happens with the hotel and all that. I'm just saying for me, and I'm just one man with one opinion, that I believe in the reputation of Attorney Larry Rogers, who's helped me through some cases, not just him, Junior, and his daddy through the years. And once again, because he helped me, don't mean he helped everybody. Sam Adams, who's helped me, don't mean he solved everything for everybody, but all I'm saying at the end of the day, I'm not going to another protest. I'm not helping another protest. Here's what I like. I believe that at the end of the day, if the family has secured the services of a Sam Adams and a Larry Rogers Jr., at the end of the day, I trust that they're going to work it out. Because I know the lawyers for the family, I know the lawyers who represent the hotel, and I just believe. If I never showed up for nothing, I'm just me, And evidently, other people keep doing what they're doing. I'm saying for me, I can't answer no more of the Kanika Jenkins. But at the end of the day, for me, I believe at the end of the day, whatever happens is going to be worked out, because I know that Larry Rogers Jr. and Sam Adams ain't going to give up until they come to what they think is a proper resolution to that issue. And if they thought something was going wrong, I know enough. They know how to keep calling press conferences, so I trust them. And so I'm asking other people, join me in trying to help. See, the Jenkins family, they got Sam Adams. They got Larry Rogers. You got hundreds of other mothers who ain't got nobody. Nobody came and lit a candle. Nobody came and said, justice for this mama and daddy. Oh, I'm going to talk more about it tomorrow, but I'm just saying, let's shift. Let's be strategically placed. Let's be strategically placed, and let us help hundreds of other somebodies who ain't got no lawyer, who ain't never had nobody to come to the morgue, nobody to plant a candle, nobody to do nothing. And so I'm going to let Sam Adams and John Rogers Jr. do their job. Let's go find hundreds of other mothers who still think to this day that nobody can help me in my baby's death because they didn't die on TV. Let's do that. And I'd like to find y'all to be able to do that. Hey, we got to keep doing, and we got more to talk about. Clock on the wall says it's all, y'all. But it's always imparting, Colonel Repacia. Believe in God because God is love. Love is what the world needs right now. Remember, in life, nothing is guaranteed but the end of it. We were born to die. But it's not that bad, because in between birth and death, there's life. And it can be as positive as you want it to be, as long as you think positive. That means to keep a smile on your face and some warmth in your heart. And when a friend is down there, they need you, you reach out and touch them, okay? And remember to always think positive, no matter how negative a situation will develop in your life. Remember that you are God's child. Yes, indeed, you are somebody. And you can do whatever you want to do, and you can be whatever you want to be with the power of your own mind. If your mind can conceive it and your heart can believe it, know within yourself you can achieve it. You got to believe in yourself first, and others will believe in you too. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. This is Mark Allen. Till the next time, hear my voice, hear my voice, hear my voice.